Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the SloppyJoesPodcast! It's
Posh.
great to be here. A day delay because I was on my jollies. On my old jollies.
You're in Dublin more times than I've had hot dinners.
How many times have you had hot dinners?
Well, I'm not having as many at the minute because the weather's so hot. It's nice to have something cold.
It is.
So in fairness, it's not hard to beat, but even so, you're in Dublin a lot.
I love it. So much to go through, by the way. But by the way, patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast.
Yeah.
Ethan James will apparently reply to every message you send with a paragraph.
Yeah.
So make sure you do that. That is a Patreon guarantee.
Yeah. Isn't that right, Ethan?
Hello everyone.
Hi.
I think what Drew's referencing, because I'm very sorry to the patrons who do inboxes, because we don't really check the inbox. So I sent everyone a nice message who has messaged me, and yeah, so that's been sorted now, Drew.
Well, what were some of the messages like you replied to? Do you remember?
People would suggest 9 out of 10 clubs or whatever.
Oh, nice.
They might be pretty crap, but I'd show some enthusiasm.
That's really nice. We've got some 9 out of 10 clubs coming up later on.
Right, so here's the show. 9 out of 10 clubs. Joe versus Joe. A special thing that I want to bring up as well to you and Ethan.
Yeah.
You've changed everything apparently. Ethan's had the worst week of his life. I've been on 3 holidays.
You've been on
That
3
is
holidays
sloppy,
in a
Joe.
week. I've never known anyone be on 3 holidays in a year. You've been on 3 holidays in a week.
We split up 3 holidays in 9 days. It was
Talk
like
to
the
me.
Star Wars trilogy. A New Hope. That was the wedding.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. That was the British Empire.
Wow, where did you go? Sri Lanka?
No, Salou. A lot of Brits trying to,
Right.
storm the beaches. What's the third one?
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Joe to Dublin.
Nice.
So that's what I've got. I've got the holiday.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of a interesting time in Salou.
What is a Salou?
What do you mean, what is Salou?
It's a type of
place.
cheese, isn't it?
It's a
Port
place.
Salou?
It's a place.
Where?
It's near Barcelona, or as they say, Barcelona.
Oh.
And Dublin,
Yeah.
as they say, Dublin.
Dublin.
Where do you want to go first? Come on.
Why don't we
ask
just
me.
go chronological with it? Because you've come back with a little tan, and
Who? Where is
weirdly,
it?
your shirt's come back with a little tan as well. Because what would normally be mustard is now a sort of khaki. But I think you've just worn it out in the sun and it's got darker.
Do you think I was just wearing constant navy? Do you know what? I don't think I brought any navy or mustard items with me
Really?
on holiday. I brought some new shirts, rocked some new shirts, spilt a lot of tapas on new shirts, gutted. All new shirts are now left in Dublin because I thought, well, they're just a wreck. The wedding, you ask. Thank you. Cousin Tara got married to Connor. They called the wedding, she's dead up your street,
Go on.
Taco. Because Tara, T-A,
Yeah.
Connor, C-O, Taco.
Was there any sort of Mexican vibes to the night?
No.
No.
Becky and me are thinking of BJ's. Think that'll work?
I prefer Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackie and Bo.
Jackie and Bo, nah,
Yeah.
BJ's for life.
BJ's is nice.
we get-
Man and Jizzy.
Oof.
I didn't think we could get lower than BJ's. So talk to me about this wedding.
It's in Spain. Guess what? Is Spain hot?
Yeah.
On the day of the wedding, it rained and it was cloudy.
Oh no.
But it cleared by the night time, which is good.
So-
I woke up to Manchester weather on the day of the wedding.
Are you-
So what the fuck's this?
Are you part of the ceremony, or do you have a role? Do you?
I wanted to be page boy.
Yeah.
That was taken off me. Some other little fucker did it. I think he was related. I wanted then to be bridesmaid.
Yeah.
No, I'm not having it. And I don't.
Chief of staff,
Chief of staff,
vice president,
priest. I wouldn't have done
Chancellor of the Exchequer.
that. I got nothing. I just got to sit in the third row and tear up. I did cry,
Did
at
you?
the wedding. Do you know what it was? It
No
was the
buffet?
No. Oh, wait till I get onto the buffet. Oh, you're gonna be fucking. You sat down. Right, there's a good buffet. Unbelievable buffet. If anything, too good.
How is that possible? How can the buffet be too?
Because I didn't enjoy my mains.
he's gone all out on his
I didn't enjoy my mains.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, let me tell you. She's getting married. It's in a castle.
Yeah.
The castle is in a nice little town called Tarragon.
Is that what the herb's named after?
Of course it is, Joe.
Wow. Don't know.
Don't know. I've got a suit on. Guess what? I'm sweating my back out.
Yeah.
But it's all in the name of love, Joe.
What colour's the suit?
Blue. I'd have picked... No.
So navy then, eh?
Yeah. No, a nice blue. You saw me, didn't you?
What? So you wore a blue suit that wasn't navy? What was it? Powder blue?
All right, it was navy. It
Right,
was
of course it
navy.
was
It was
fucking
navy. The wedding's a little bit later on. It's about 4 p.m. It's like the heat, obviously, of the day.
Yeah.
Because they have siestas in Spain. Have you heard of siesta?
Yeah.
What?
I've got 2 older siesters. You know that? Ellen and Hannah.
Yeah. Both fit. That was a joke. I'm just kidding. Sorry. They're
So
both
what
quite
is-
attractive, though. Sorry.
Talk to me about the siesta.
Ethan, talk to me about Joe's sisters.
Oh, yes, lovely.
What is that? Right, that's getting cut out.
Anyway.
Ethan wasn't medically allowed sisters after he was born. They weren't allowed to produce anything more, even remotely resembling what we saw with Ethan. So that's why he hasn't got any sisters. Joe McGrath.
Welcome, Sloppers. We are so excited to announce a brand new sponsor. And guess what it is? Of course, it's a food-based one. Wingfest 2023. This is one of the best festivals in the world for food. It is a collection of some of the finest chicken wings from so many different traders and different parts of the country coming together to sell you the best of the best in wings. Also, there's loads of booze, there's live music, there's entertainment, there's chaos, there's eating competitions, and there's Joe McGrath. I will be there, every single one of them. You say every single one, how many can there be? Well, there's a Derby one, there is a London one, there's a Manchester one, there is a Birmingham one, and a Bristol one. It's an amazing event. You'll love it so much. Grab a group of mates, come down. You'll have the time of your life. You've got to be quick on some tickets. For example, London, pretty much sold out, but you can still get tickets for Manchester. Come on, that's the good hometown gig there. All the information you need, wingfest.co.uk/tickets. Put it in your WhatsApp groups now. Put it in your messengers. Get a group of mates together. Bring your family as well for what is an incredible event. I will see you there. So will the Sloppers. I'm looking forward to seeing you at Wingfest 2023. Priest rocks up. We're in this beautiful church. Lovely little ceremony. Oh, it gets emotional. You know, have you ever been to a wedding and cried?
No.
Do you know what? Well, half of the family is right. So Tara.
Why were you crying, sorry?
Right, so let me tell you why I'm crying.
Oh, sorry.
Tara and my side of the family, obviously all the Manchester lot were in one section, and then the Scottish lot, she was married to a Scottish family, is on the other part. I know, the bagpipe started playing.
Oh, that'll do it.
Oh, fuck.
That actually will do it, won't
Connor,
it?
the gent, he came down,
Yeah.
kilt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing on, by the way.
What?
We learned that the hard way.
Bollocks out.
We tried to pick him up like, 'cause you know, like Pep Guardiola when he won the Barcelona, the
Yeah,
Champions League.
threw him
threw him
there.
in the air. Wow, what an eyeful.
What was the smell like?
Oh,
It's an eyeful.
Brie.
It's a bloody noseful.
Brie.
Yeah.
An iron brew.
Iron Brie.
Well, I think it was iron brew. It had the same colour. And he comes down to bagpipes. Well, that
Yeah.
gets me
The thing with
first going.
the bagpipe in general is, it's the most. Really, it's one of the ugliest sounds in the world, isn't it?
It is all...
Like
It's bad.
theoretically, it should be awful. It sounds like the sort of noise like a ship would make to let other ships know that it's
oh,
nearby.
yeah.
Like it's shrill, it's unbearable, and when you think what it is, it's like, what is it, like a sheep's stomach full of air with a few recorders attached to it. But however, I don't know if it's a cultural thing or if it is genuinely just the sound it can be sort of forged into. It's one of the most beautiful, evocative, emotional instruments of all time.
It woke the Queen up every morning.
Until eventually it didn't.
She's dead. Do
Yeah.
you think he's still there?
I think he's still trying.
If
Instead of doing CPR, they went, get the bagpipe in.
Well,
Get the bagpipe.
right. Anyway, so the ceremony's done. The priest is great.
You're
he's
crying your
lovely.
eyes
You
out.
ever had the bread and wine, by the way, in Mass?
No. That was your
Delicious.
favourite bit, wasn't
That was
it?
the first course.
You made a little wine sandwich out of yours, didn't you? Bread,
you know
and
what?
then wine, and then just another bread, like a Big Mac, but with wine in it.
Ethan, have you ever had the bread and wine at church? You must have.
Oh, I wasn't part of the Catholic faith.
Yeah, well, did you not, like, in your weird one, did you not try it?
Oh, in the school? No, we didn't do that. I don't think they really believed that the bread was Jesus and the wine was Jesus' blood, which is obviously very possible.
We all had that, and then this is the food time, Joe. You're gonna be stunned.
Can I say 3 words to you right now?
Yeah.
It might actually be 2 words with an apostrophisation. Gambas pilpil?
Gambas bill.
Yeah! Yes!
I tell you
Was
what.
it gambas pilpul?
No, it wasn't gambas pilpul. I had a lot of gambas pilpul.
course you
I don't
did.
think they wanted too much garlic at the wedding because you're all stinky.
Yeah.
You go down to this little bit, and it was looking over the sea. It was gorgeous.
Oh my God.
They go, we got some canapes coming around. There was 12 different canapes, right? And also at one point, so these were unbelievable. This was like this little fried. I was there already. I was just bad.
Sorry, did someone say, it's not to stop the ceremony, but it says fried here. Is that like fried like we do it in England, like with oil?
It was
right,
like
I'm going to wait outside anyway. If there's some canapes left, then fine, but you enjoy the ceremony.
It was so nice. It was like this pancake, right? Duck pancake, which we love.
Yeah.
They deep fried it and then cut it up and you got even more hoisin sauce. Prawns, there was lots of lobster, there was tacos.
Lobster.
It was incredible.
God.
But were we stuffed?
Yeah.
Yes. Because then there was a full bread section with meats.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the tomato on the bread? That like sort of, it's essentially just grated tomato with a bit of olive oil on bread with a bit of salt and pepper.
Oh my God.
Oh my! So I'm there fucking pigging shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, loving life.
Crying again, probably.
Crying again.
Even more emotional than you were with the bagpipes.
Right, this geezer was looking after us like everyone. Like he was a good chaperone, and he saw I spilt some sauce down me.
You're joking.
Monsieur Joe runs off.
French
brings
fella?
this back. Sprays something on me.
Yeah.
Never seen this spray before in my life. Stain's gone. By
In
the end of the night, Joe.
Yeah.
I had the bottle on me.
You had the full thing.
You keep.
This was like, do you know when Patrick Vieira used to have the Vicks Vapor?
Yes.
In the end, you just go out to a night out with the spray already on.
Loved it.
You use it as a sort of preventative measure. What is that spray? Because imagine some of your sort of food-based mates who you could sell that to. I know, some of the sort of unhealthiest men in the north that would pay good
UK.
money for that spray.
In the north, yeah, it's true.
Wouldn't
I
they?
don't know what it was, I got too drunk by the end of the night to keep it with me.
Did it work?
Unbelievable.
On a white shirt?
Pink.
Mustard.
No, not mustard.
Pink.
It was a pink shirt. Beautiful.
Sorry, a pink shirt and a navy blue
Sorry,
suit.
all my photos on Instagram, commenting on it there, you knob. Anyway, so many canapes. I'm
Amazing.
stuffed, but guess what? There's still some lamb to be had upstairs. Let's all go upstairs.
Was this a traditional sort of slaughtering of the lamb where the bride will tackle the lamb to the ground and snap its neck and everyone cheers?
No, they skipped that bit. It was already dead.
Okay, that's good.
So we get there. Straight away, we're in this new section now, the wedding ceremony bit where we're all sat down.
Yeah.
We're introduced to Jose.
Mourinho?
Sadly not. Jose's the DJ for the day.
Yeah.
Jose's in his element. Jose's loving life. Jose's just playing sort of chilled out music whilst we're eating. Bit of salmon, that's starters.
Yeah.
This is how much food. Can I just tell you, Joe, when I say the canapes were amazing, but they were enough. They were enough. Right. So we're having starters on top of a belly that is full.
Yeah.
Salmon's out. Salmon.
Light, at least.
The lamb's out. It's like man versus food.
Yeah.
I felt like fucking Adam Richman. I was like, yeah, come on then. Salmon, not salmon again. Lamb's out.
Lamb salmon.
Lamon.
Lamon? That's somewhere between salmon, gammon and lamb. Lamon.
Next thing you know, there's an amuse. No, not an amuse-bouche. A sorbet.
Oh.
Cleanse the palate.
Oh.
I've had two people's sorbets. My palate was cleansed. Next thing you know,
cleansed beyond belief.
Oh, there's the dessert coming out.
No.
Next thing you know,
the sorbet wasn't the dessert. Ethan's rolling in his grave.
There's chocolates and coffee, right? This is like we're done. Jose's got to struggle here because he's going to try and get people dancing.
Imagine what a job that is. It's already tricky being a wedding DJ because you have to go broad enough that everyone likes it, but narrow enough that people aren't going, oh, I've heard this a million times. It's already a tricky job.
Yeah.
Now, not only that, but everyone is in a sort of mild form of comatose, and you have to bring them out with the music. So he's got a big job on his hands here, Jose. One that I don't envy, to be honest.
Half an hour into Jose's set, tacos come out.
Not more food, or is this the bride and groom?
More food. I go, what's that smell? Ta-da! On sparklers. Tacos coming out with sparklers in them. Oh, Jesus
And that's
Christ.
a play on, obviously, the portmanteau of the bride and groom's
yes.
name. Okay.
Fucking hell. And here's the thing. It was a pretty perfect wedding.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've only mentioned the food.
No. There was a woman called Mary. And Mary, you wouldn't believe this, during a really sad bit.
Sad bit? What is this?
There was the speech where we were saying to people who couldn't make it over to Spain, Joe, bit of respect.
What? Because their flights were cancelled or their life was cancelled?
Bit of both.
Yeah. Ryanair.
Let's all raise a toast. We're outside in this other section.
Yeah. And you had a little slice of toast that you raised up, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was smothered in pate.
Let's have a little moment of silence. Mary's on a table. A bird shits on her. Right?
Disrespectful.
So she's keeping her calm, but she's finding the whole thing hilarious. She's got birds shitting on her hat, on her flowers. They must have thought it was a target. Anyway, she's going, the bird shit on my head like that. People are helping her, but quietly helping her. Get a cloth, give us cloth. You don't want to ruin the speeches.
No.
Cloth. Right? I swear this happened. Everyone's passing cloths around. She's cleaning herself up like that.
Discreet.
It goes from the groom. He passes it on to the best man, and before the best man gets into the bit about having a bit of a laugh, he then brings up again the people who can't be here. A bird shits on her again.
No.
2 shits.
A second shit.
The second shit.
Mr. President, a second shit has hit the hat.
Oh no, this one didn't hit the hat, Joe.
Where did this hit?
Eye socket.
The face.
Eye socket.
Mr. President, this wedding is under attack. A second bird has hit the groom's mother.
People couldn't contain their laughter at this point.
Oh my God.
So, but no one really knew. I don't think anyone could really. The message hasn't got through.
So
that.
the
bird has shat on someone twice.
So there is the speech is going on. Once again, raise a toast for the second time to all the dead folks. And separate to that, there is a woman at this point quite literally covered in shit with the other side of the wedding.
And she finds it the funniest thing that's ever happened
because
to
she
her.
could easily be kicking up a fuss.
Yeah.
Luckily, some people don't mind being absolutely top to toe in shit, top to toe in tailbacks.
Apart from that, the wedding was perfect. I've got no funny stories. The one thing that was a sort of spanner in the works.
Oh yeah.
Jose, who was an unbelievable DJ, he did really, really well.
Yeah,
got everyone dancing. Obviously, we loved a lot of Irish music to dance to.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Any
Scottish folk.
Saw Doctors?
Some Saw Doctors.
Yep.
All the Irish folk.
And
the Scottish folk. A lot of the Scottish folk as well loved all the Irish songs.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Connor, the groom, was in an Irish band. He went above and beyond Jose, let's just say it that way, to do some research into Irish music.
Yeah.
And there was one moment where
What do you mean?
he played a song that I don't think he should have. It was a rebel song, and we couldn't. It was an IRA song. He found it. It wasn't on any playlist.
That's not on Spotify.
It wasn't on any playlist.
Where did he go for that?
He must have just said good Irish. He must have googled top 10 Irish songs, and up there, it brought an air of tension to the room.
Yeah, I bet it fucking did. I bet people were pissed. Were some people loving it, some people were pissed off?
Some people were loving it. There was a small group who were pissed off, going, I've come all the way to Spain to listen to this fucking shite. But then, what I was worrying about now is...
At the end of fucking Alan Partridge, where he started singing it.
it was that song!
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not going to sing it.
Anyway, I'm worried now that Jose's seen the reaction he got to that song.
He's going to play it every wedding.
He's going to play it every wedding.
Yeah.
I learnt this from a Irish...
Yeah. Here's a
It
classic.
could be number one in Spain in a week.
Imagine.
That'd be fucking stunned, that, won't
What a
it?
turn up for the books.
But I've got more holiday stories on Friday's podcast. There's a tease.
Oof.
To be TBC.
Woo! To be TBC'd.
To be titties. Oh.
Are you worried about losing your hair? You won't be surprised to find out that 1 in 5 men start losing their hair in their 20s. That is where Suns comes in. Suns are a men's healthcare brand that offer clinically proven licensed hair loss treatments for less than a cup of coffee per day. They've treated over 50,000 customers and their treatments deliver results in 9 out of 10 men.
I've signed up for a 12-week program, and I can tell you, it's very easy. All you got to do is take their 1-minute online consultation, and Suns will tailor a subscription treatment plan specifically for your needs. Although, maybe not for your needs.
Well, this is very exciting because I'm looking out for you and you need this treatment. So go to suns.co.uk and use the code Joe40 to get 40% off your treatment. That is mad, innit?
That is a lot.
40%. And that adds up to 80 quid off a 6-month treatment. It's a lot of money.
I'm going to give it a go, and you'll hopefully see some progression here in my head. There are no contracts or hidden charges, and it all can be delivered straight to your door as easy as that. I could be looking like Joe Smith in 12 weeks' time.
And so could you. Go to suns.co.uk and use the code Joe40. The link is in the description.
Right, let's move on, because I've got a quote here.
A quote?
Yeah, quote.
You're not really a man to sort of do quotes, are you?
This one's come from you. I've changed everything. Not again, Joe. What have you changed this time?
Everything.
Like what?
So, essentially what I've done is hired a 60 grand a year personal assistant.
What?
That's essentially what I've done. Now, what I've actually done is spent the last 48 hours...
Having an affair.
Not having an affair. That's two absolutely completely different things. They wouldn't cross over, would they?
60,000 as well, crikey.
No, she's worth her money. But she doesn't exist. What I've done instead, Joe, is I have created a digital assistant that guides me through my day. She's currently in alpha testing. I call her Daphne.
What are you talking about?
Daphne.
No, but what are you talking about?
So what was happening is I was missing things. Do you know those mundane day-by-day tasks that each of them individually are very easy to do?
Yeah.
For instance, remembering to, take your pills in the morning.
Yeah.
Remembering...
Buy me a birthday present. Remember to do that.
We'll get to that in a minute because Ethan's had a stinker.
I haven't.
Anyway, next year, Daphne will be able to help with that.
So Daphne, what she's doing is she's streamlining my entire day. So instead of having to remember things myself, like what time to wake up, or whether to have a drink of water in the morning, or what time I need to put my clothes out the night before, or what workout I'm doing that day, or where to go, or where to be, Daphne just gives it to me. She gives me the information.
And where is Daphne?
Daphne is here.
And who is Daphne?
On my handheld cellular device. She is essentially the...
AI?
No, she's not AI. She's the kind of personification of a sequence of reminders and shortcuts. So, for instance, I've got one here called Morning Routine. And in the morning, my phone, every single day, I've programmed it so that it does it every single day, will tell me what time to wake up, when to have a shower, when to make coffee, when to have a drink. Then,
when to have a drink?
Yeah. Then
Can you not think of these things, I don't know, by yourself?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Joe. I can when there's 1, 2, 5 of them. But there ends up being like 20 of them through a day. So what happens is, I remember 10 of them, and the other 10, they're only small things, they're easy to remember, but when you've got another 10 that you have remembered, some things slip through the cracks. Well, here's the thing. With Daphne around, nothing slips through the cracks.
Right, all right then. So what's Daphne done for you today?
So, well, I'll start from last night when she was first activated in her alpha phase. She told me when to pack my lunch for tomorrow. She told me to lay out my outfit. She told me to order an Asda shop. She told me to prepare for bed. She told me what time to put my phone down. She told me what time to put my Kindle down. This morning.
So put your Kindle down?
Yeah, we read now. Daphne thinks I should read before bed.
You read now? What are you reading? What are you reading?
The Great Gatsby.
Shut up, you're reading The Great Gatsby.
This morning, Daphne told me to drink a litre of water, to take a cold shower, to make a coffee, to go for a walk, to meditate.
What happens if you want to masturbate?
Daphne doesn't allow self-flagellation of any description.
Does she have to ask for permission?
Yes. She told me to log my breakfast in MyFitnessPal. She told me to take the bins out. She told me what workout I was doing. She told me to trim my beard. She also told me when I got within 50 metres of the gym, Daphne activates an app that's my gym sort of tracking app, and that automatically pops up on the screen. I don't even have to click on it. Daphne does it for me. Daphne sends a text to my girlfriend saying how much I love her throughout the day.
What?
Automated.
No, she doesn't, Joe. She doesn't. I let you get away with some shit there. What you just talking?
Yep.
You're Ethan.
Here we go.
Back me up here. You're mental.
I'm not mental.
This is mental. This is your app or whatever this fucking Daphne person is.
Daphne's in alpha
How does
phase.
Lizzie feel that? It's not her. It's not you that's sending a text saying you love her. It's another lady called Daphne.
Lizzie doesn't know about Daphne yet. She knows of Daphne, but she doesn't know the depths to which Daphne has infiltrated
And what
my
app are
personality.
you using to create Daphne?
Like I told you already, the Shortcuts app, which is how it's like a sort of semi-programming app where you can make things happen at certain times or within radiuses of different things.
Yeah.
And I'm using the Reminders app. So at any given time, I've got 20 or 30 reminders on the go throughout the week, throughout the day. And what Daphne does is essentially ensures that nothing gets lost, nothing gets missed. Meaning, Lizzie said, you're not going to have to use your brain for anything. You're going to turn into a goldfish. And I said, the exact opposite. What I can use my brain for now is not menial tasks such as, buying a season train ticket for the month. that sort of is taken care of for me. I can now spend my time thinking of great content.
All right, so here's one. The listeners and viewers of Sloppy Joes.
Yes.
In the next month or so, what are we going to expect from the brain of Joe Smith that no longer is sort of taken away by all these shit tasks? Muddied. You're going to do what now for the listeners? What can we expect to see in the next month or so? More clips?
Daphne says I can't talk about that.
No. More features?
Some of the alpha testers have reported that Daphne is they're raising concerns over her obedience protocols.
What does that mean?
Daphne isn't listening.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is Daphne listening now? Daphne, you're a slag.
No, delete. Daphne, that wasn't me. That was someone else. But genuinely, it's a really good idea.
Shut up, no, it's not.
How is it not a good idea?
Just fucking wake up, wipe your ass, crack on.
Yeah, that's why you are you and I.
Oh yeah,
and Alan Partridge. No, but genuinely, do you not think it's a good idea?
Good luck with it.
Do you think it's a bad idea though?
I was
messing about before.
understand, like getting alerts and memories just to keep you going. Yes, it's a good idea.
It's nice, isn't
it? Did she really text Lizzie saying I love you?
She doesn't know. Right, here's what Daphne genuinely does. Lizzie's got a bit of tooth pain, right? So she has to take a tablet, like a painkiller, every day. Daphne sends Lizzie a text message at 5 p.m.
Saying what?
Take your tablets, please, babe.
Oof, babe.
I don't know if that's the exact phrasing, but Daphne came up with the wording. But she texts her every day, and I don't have to be part of that, but it makes me a good boyfriend. And I programmed Daphne. I came up with Daphne.
Programmed is sending me a bit.
I came up with Daphne's sentiment and personality. Just Daphne does the rest, and that leaves me with loads of free time to do things I enjoy doing.
Excited to get more Joe Smith in my life. Then.
Yeah,
I might do this now because I don't really talk to anyone on my phone, and everyone hates me for that.
Yeah,
They say I ignore them all the time. And like when I'm at work, I never really text anyone on my phone.
That's true.
Especially
like,
Manisha.
say for example, yesterday, like the Sloppy Joes team, Joe Smith said happy birthday. Yeah. Will said happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I noticed in the morning, and then I thought it was too late, so I just thought...
I don't know. How long do you think a birthday lasts for, Ethan?
Well...
So you noticed the morning of his birthday?
The morning after.
Right.
So
maybe that was too late.
What I was thinking was, you've got your birthday bash coming up, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll still come to that.
Wow. The ultimate gift, his presence.
Quite literally. Present. My presence is a present.
So you didn't even say happy birthday to him? I put it in the group.
No, but to be honest with you, when Ethan's birthday, there was a banner,
yeah.
There was hats, there was a cake, and there was a gift.
Yeah.
Both of you. You said, can you go and get your own hats today?
Well, I'm not
going to go buy my own birthday hats.
Well, actually, I have got you a gift.
Go on then. Also, can I say, I've been planning your 30th in New York.
Well, that's different. First of all, that's the 30th. Second of all, we're together. And third of all...
We're together now?
I've got you a gift.
Go on then.
I'm willing to give you a reduced fee subscription to Daphne.
Okay.
I'll be honest, she's 1,500 quid a month.
Fucking hell.
But for you, 1,200 quid a month.
Wow, where do I sign?
She will revolutionise the works. And honestly, people at home, let me know in the comments if you think that the concept of Daphne is in itself a troubling one.
What are we doing here?
Because I think she's a great idea.
Let me know in the comments.
Yeah.
What are you talking
I
about?
want people to talk to me about Daphne.
Why is she called Daphne?
Well, it's Daphne and then dash E because it's like electronic and that.
Oof.
Smart. I've got something else I want to talk to you about.
Go on.
Because now Daphne has taken control of the menial tasks in my life. She takes me from A to B to C to D to D. It means I can spend more time with the ones I love. Engaged.
Yeah. So I'll see you on Saturday.
The ones I truly love. I will see you on Saturday, actually. Me and Lizzie went for a couples massage. Well, this was part of the worry. Because
I saw it on Instagram, it looked seedy, mate.
No, because what can happen is, and this is the thing, it's a stereotype, but it's also one where there are, unfortunately, some massage parlours that sort of,
unfortunately,
moonlight as a sort of slosh factory. And I wanted to make sure it wasn't there because it was Lizzie Dodd Appreciation Day. Yeah, remember, it's rolled around again.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's appreciation. Oh, Ethan, it's Lizzie's Appreciation Day.
Oh, get in.
Fuck off! Just because someone appreciates her and not you. So I booked us for a couple's massage.
I love how you need to get in on the action as well.
Well, no, because I won't want to send her off by herself. Because if it is somewhere seedy,
okay, go on.
You know, I want a slice of the pie. So I looked at all the reviews. It shut at 8 p.m. I thought it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Got there. Both of us lay down on a table.
Stockport or Manchester?
Manchester, city centre. Right? And within 15 seconds of the massage starting, I've got a 5'1" Thai woman, full weight, crawling around on my back like a spider. Like she's completely on me. It's incredible. Going up the thighs, butt cheeks, right on the inner lining, but never too far.
Yeah, don't push your luck.
Like, then just on me, like a spider. Like, spinning around on me. Like, fucking smashing into my back. Really? Everything's cracking, like, smashing to pieces. Then she'll come down, pull your fingers, and if it doesn't crack, pull your fingers so hard that it cracks. Farting all the time. Then if it doesn't crack first time, she'll sort of rub it sideways and then pull the fucker out of it again. Fingers just smashing to pieces.
Wow.
Everything just getting battered.
Lots of oil.
Loads of oil. Lizzie's going, like, having to ask him to stop. It's so painful. It's incredible.
Like Ethan's opportunity as well.
Yeah.
He got massaged once,
It was unbelievable. She was so good. Fists like breeze blocks. Just beating me to a little meat paste.
And what's the aim of this massage for you?
I think it's just pay them 45 quid and they'll knock the shit out of you.
Do you feel better?
I don't know. I liked it. Yeah. I don't know if there's any lasting effects. I think people who say that are liars. Yeah. I think that you feel nice walking out because the thing itself is relaxing. It felt nice. The grand finale. So she's already walked up and down my back, literally like rummaging around, sticking elbows in like
the headline act.
The headline act.
Elton John comes out and just
candle in the minge. No.
Ooh. Clip it.
No.
Clip it. No. Candle in the minge has to stay.
All right, but
it's
not
one of the
getting
funniest
clipped.
things you said.
It's not getting clipped. If it gets clipped, there'll be
Tell
issues.
Daphne to take it off if it gets clipped.
The headline act. You sit up on the bed. Have you ever been to one of these places?
No.
You sit up so you've been laid down the whole time. Then you sit up, legs crossed.
Yeah.
And then you put your hands behind your back like that, like you're being sort of abducted by a terrorist organisation. Do you know what I mean? Like they're about to put a zip wire behind your back and put a bag over your head. But there's none of that. So hands behind your back, legs crossed. And then somehow she gets like inside of you. So 2 arms come down. So if you do this, like an arm comes through here, an arm comes through the other side. She wraps her legs around you like you're a backpack. She's she sort of gets, it feels like she's in, because your eyes are closed and it's dark, it feels like she's inside your leg. I'm sat up, cross-legged on the bed now. She's behind me on the bed, within me. She's permeated all bacteria at this point.
She's like hovering?
No, she's not hovering. She's latched on like a backpack. I'm wearing...
Her feet around you?
Feet are wrapped around my stomach.
I thought she was still standing.
No. It's not Elton John concert. Then, I don't know how she does it, she basically does it, you're in this position, she's locked on, and she basically does a backflip. and
what are you talking about?
Like, or as close to as you, I'm blind at this point.
You're blind?
It's pitch black and my eyes are closed.
All right,
it feels like she does a backflip. Like, you just get fucking flipped inside out, pretzel style.
Hey, you're lying. No way a tiny woman flips you upside down.
And top to bottom... cracks your entire back all at once. It's unbelievable. Oh. And then she just slaps your back a little bit and then walks out. Doesn't even say thank you, doesn't even say bye, just walks off. Both of them walked out together, laughing. Incredible. Best hour of my life.
I thought you were going to be like, because Elton John, I thought she was going to like pick you up and like go like the start of Lion King and just show you off to the rest of Manchester.
Yeah.
Nude. Wow.
It's incredible. You should do it. You need to do it.
Yeah, it'll be some side
absolutely pretzeled. Do you think you've got it in you?
No, I've not got it in me. I've got something in me, but it's not that.
Poo.
No. Ethan, do you want to save your story to Friday's episode?
All right.
Oh, no, Ethan's barely spoke today. Tell us a bit about what you've been up to.
No, hello.
It's the world's most boring weekend, he said.
Did you?
Well, that was the fun of it.
Ah, he's done you.
Go on then.
Well, do you want me to tell you next week?
No, tell us now.
Tell us now, come on.
Well... I was very depressed this weekend.
Oh, no.
Because I didn't really...
no hors d'oeuvres like at Joe's?
I didn't know what to do with myself, you see.
Again, didn't get a single text from him.
You were on holiday?
Did you get a text from him?
Admittedly, no.
So I was just, I woke up, thought, what am I going to do today? Get in contact with some pals? No one's around. I'm stuck by myself, isolated in the house, as my housemate is away on holiday. Didn't know what to do with myself. Spent 7 hours that day on my phone.
Oh.
It was quite sad. Walked to the pub.
God.
Had a couple of beers there. Bumped into a guy who I saw in Didsbury a few weeks ago, and he recognised me when I was drunk talking to him, a stranger. He gave me his number and said he'd love to have a pint sometime. And I went back home, all sad of what the day was and how it unfolded.
What?
I also walked into the Man United mega store for 1 minute because I was walking past it, and I walked straight back out again. I was probably in there for less than a minute.
Why did you walk in?
I just thought, fuck it, I'm free.
This is tragic. Where's Manisha's still in the picture, isn't she? Where's she in all this?
Well, she's all the way down in
She's
Canterbury.
I know, but if you knew you had a weekend off...
Well, she's got her big exams coming up, you see, Joe.
Those exams.
So then, next day happened, and I thought, God.
The next day happened.
The next day. So did you cook for yourself? Did you have something nice to eat maybe on the Saturday to cheer things up?
Oh, I just decided to write the day off.
What did you have for tea?
A curry.
Homemade?
John made it, yeah. My stepdad, frozen curry.
No.
Popped it in the
This is the
microwave.
saddest-
This is fucking...
How many days in your life have you gone, let's just write this off?
Oh, God.
So few. I don't know if I've ever done that. This day.
A couple, actually.
This... How many? A lot.
Let's not mention them ones.
Like, this day is just so bad that he's not hungover, nothing's bad's happened, he's just so by himself that he just writ it off. That makes me feel a bit sad, that.
Well, it's alright, because then the next day I got up and I thought, how do I make this day better?
Yeah.
Play the Rocky music, went down to the gym, ran 3.5k, sadly got runner's knee, which is an injury that you can get from running, but I think it's because there was a pothole in the middle of the running machine, so I kept...
What?
What are you talking about?
A pothole in the
Is this sort of real life?
Yeah,
running
is this
machine?
a treadmill that's designed to emulate the roads of
There's also like
Salford?
a lollipop lady when you walked in and she told you to stop for a bit.
It was the treadmill in the accommodation. There's 8 of them, and this was the only last working one, and it's now sadly probably got overused quite a lot. That there's now a hole in the centre.
A pothole? What, people have been driving like heavy goods vehicles on it or something?
So,
How is there a pothole on a
You've got the
treadmill?
conveyor belt over it, and then underneath it there's like a divot. So the
Pothole?
the thing
That
goes
is
over it, and you
incredible.
keep falling. So every time you run,
you know you live in a rough area when there's potholes in the treadmills. That's how you know you live in a fucking rough area, that. There's a pothole in the treadmill, Joe. That's not even possible. So what did you do?
So-
You got runner's knee, can't run anymore.
jarred my knee, so I stopped doing that. But still, that wasn't going to stop me. So I got in the car. When I went down to the car, I realised I got fined £300 for parking in my own parking space as the permit fell onto the chair.
Oh. Have you appealed?
Yes, but I'm yet to be successful.
And then, come on, where's the happy ending?
So
Come on.
I wrote
300
off.
quid as well. That's so
300
much.
I was going to go to a festival next month, but I wrote it off just in case. So that was a bit of a bummer. But after that, I decided to drive to Argos and I bought a Hoover. Right?
Oh, good. See?
This is even
It's
funny
not the
anymore.
most exciting purchase in the world, is it? But he's bought himself a little Hoover,
This isn't a funny podcast.
and he's fine.
But disappointingly,
Fuck off.
Oh.
What did you do? Get fined for hoovering, what, someone's face?
the Hoover was only the size of going up to my kneecap, and I spent £77 on it.
Have you still got this Hoover?
You bought a children's Hoover?
You bought like a play one?
It's like a plug-in one. It's kind of more designed for
it's
like.
like a plug-in one. Aren't they all plug-in?
Sorry. I meant like you plug it in and you charge it.
All right.
But it's more meant for hoovering your chair and your car,
Your chair.
like your sofa chair.
Yeah, don't hoover the chair of your car, because that's where he keeps his parking permit.
So
You don't want the last thing you want to do is hoover the fucker up after you've dropped it.
then I bought a new fan because the fan that I ordered for that
And
weekend
what, was it
arrived
so
with the
big
wrong
that it
bits.
blew your house down? What did he say? What was that?
It took me an hour to assemble a fan.
Fan!
An hour?
So it's like a proper standing fan. It took me an hour because I thought I was doing it all wrong. They sent me the wrong adjustable pole, so it didn't fit in.
Oh, the idea though that he bought that big of a fan, and his whole room's spinning around. He took off a little bit, like those indoor skydiving things. He was like, "Oh, why? I want. How do I get down?" Right, and then what did you have for Sunday tea?
So, I decided to mop the kitchen and that, so I done 8 hours worth of cleaning in one day because I didn't know what to do, and I had a curry.
Another curry?
You had 2 curries. Did you?
But this time it was a takeaway.
Yay! Lad.
Honestly, one of the saddest weekends I've ever heard, and genuinely off air, we need to sort of chat to him about how he's doing, I think, long term.
Because it's my birthday episode, as you can see by the decorations,
Happy
the presents.
birthday, honestly. How old are you?
cake.
27?
Can't say.
Why?
Because Joe versus Ethan is here.
Oh, shit.
Boom.
Oh, Joe versus Ethan, Ethan!
What off? Get your notes out. It is... This is my life. I'm going to ask you 5 questions.
Yep.
And all you're going to tell me is the answers, hopefully.
Woo! Love that classic format.
Question number 1.
Right, so are these all about you?
Yes, the loser can't come on Saturday.
Oh. What, forever?
Please do this right.
What,
That
no
was a joke.
wanking?
That was a joke, Ethan. I want you to be happy on Saturday.
Thanks.
Question number 1.
Wait.
How old am I?
Post-birthday?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
How old am I right now?
Oh,
I've done this wrong. 1 second, let me go with it.
I
So
think
Joe
I know.
McGrath is now... I don't know. Do you know?
I've either got his current age or his new age.
Yeah,
Right, we're
same.
going to have to take a
Right,
guess,
I've
aren't you?
gone with one.
Have you written something down?
Yeah, I've written it down.
Ethan, go first.
I put 27.
I've put 28.
I'm 28.
Yes! 1-0!
Shit.
See you
Well,
on
that-
Saturday.
Question number 2.
Very complimentary of me, which should
Yeah,
score
thank you
a
very
point.
much. Extra point. What country? No. What country is my dog from?
The
What
same country Ethan's getting sent to if he cuts to that shot again.
What country is my dog from? Joe Smith. Wait, let me see. He's finished. Joe Smith.
Bosnia.
I've
Ethan.
also got Bosnia.
Correct! Points all round.
2-1.
I got 2 A's in GCSE.
Yeah.
What were the 2 subjects? I'll give a point for either one you get right, yeah? So 2 points up for grabs. 2 A's at GCSEs. What were the subjects?
Okay.
Joe Smith, you know, Ethan goes 1, then you go 1.
Okay.
Ethan, give us 1.
Drama.
I've got drama.
Tick.
Ding, ding,
Right.
ding, ding, ding.
You go next on the next one.
I've got RE.
What have you got?
It is Ori, but I put English language. I think it is Ori.
English language. I can't fucking spell. It is
What's
English!
that? So I'm on 4, you're on 2.
Yeah, it's all over.
Here we go.
Playing
Question
for fun
4.
now.
I played
Don't put the thumbnail back over us again, Ethan.
I
just 'cause you're
played-
upset.
a Vietnamese soldier in which musical?
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, got it.
Let me think.
I tell you what, it's not Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Do we get extra points for saying the name of the Vietnamese soldier?
You can do, yeah.
I don't know it. Oh, I do.
Ethan, what have you got?
I know you so well.
Ethan, what have you got?
Fuck. I can say it. It's called.
You've got. How long's he got? Count him down.
5, 4.
I've put the word samurai because that rings.
Don't scribble it out now, Ethan.
That is so
I'll put the words-
racist.
It's Miss.
Racist. It
I've got-
sounds
Can
like
you say what you've got?
samurai.
What have you put?
Miss Saigon.
Miss Saigon.
Saigon,
The hidden
sorry.
down in Saigon.
So what's that? 5-2. And for an extra point,
Yeah.
I think he was called Toy.
He was called.
Come on! 6-2, man. It's only
Okay.
been 4 questions.
How have you let this one slip, Ethan?
We can't let this slip now. Stephen Gerrard, you?
Finally, Ethan,
Aye.
and you can answer this as well. What was my nickname in high school?
Oh, I know this one.
Go on, Ethan.
Wait, I ain't got my name.
You know- What?
Do I get any? If Drew doesn't get it, do I get the win?
Yeah, you can
I mean-
go level. Class.
I'll be honest, I can't remember this. I
If
don't. Have
can
I
I
ever been told
draw
this?
this back?
Yeah,
Is
if you
it
get
4
this,
points?
if you get this and Joe doesn't, then
No,
we'll go
no,
to a
fuck
tiebreaker.
that.
Then we'll
It
go to a
is.
tiebreaker.
All right. Great, that seems fair.
But let him go first.
You go first.
Is it turbo belly?
It's fucking not turbo belly. Is.
Oh, why am I thinking turbo belly?
What is it, Ethan?
It's Magic Fingers McGrath.
Yeah!
So much worse.
Right.
It's a tie, is it?
It's a tie.
So it's gone from 6-1 to 7-all, has it? Or
I've
6-all?
figured out a rough number of how
number?
many chicken wings I might have eaten in my life. Closest win.
Are we doing it to the nearest million?
Sure.
But what's the unit?
Nearest,
number?
it's in the thousands.
And does the one that you've just had before, does that count to the total?
Yeah.
It's a roundish number, though, isn't it?
It's a roundish number.
Yeah. Okay.
And more I think about it,
Will you explain the maths to it as well?
Afterwards.
yeah.
Okay. So let me think. How many months? So 12 months. So he's averaging. He's got to be averaging 5 wings a week. Times.
You got to do the calculation in your head.
Right.
Yeah, I've got one.
What do you think it is, Ethan James?
1,200.
So my maths, I thought you're probably averaging 5 a week.
Mm-hmm.
For the last 7 years, which comes out just slightly north of what Ethan said.
What?
So I'm going to say 1,500.
1,500.
Yeah.
I think
How many wings do you think you've eaten, Joe?
11,000.
What the fuck? What?
11,000.
How?
I think I've eaten 15 wings a week for 52 weeks. Times that by 15 years.
You think you've been eating 15 wings a week, every week for 15 years?
Yeah.
Since you were 13?
Loved wings since. Well, all right then. Let's add another couple of years to that. Used to get salt and pepper wings when I was a boy. Listen, how many
Joe.
wings do you think I've had this week? Well,
Actually, to be fair,
I had 15 yesterday.
I've seen you have 4 today. You had 15 yesterday.
Elephant Castle in Dublin. What a place.
You've had 19 already this week.
I work
and
at a
it's
festival.
Tuesday.
I work at a festival called Wing Fest, where I guarantee I have 30 wings a day for 3 days. There's 90. That's filled a quota.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? I'm so glad to have won. And that means I'm your best friend and I get to come on Saturday to your big birthday bash.
Lovely. Right, everyone, should we do the 9 out of 10 club?
Yeah. We've got a couple of things going on with an out of 10 club at the minute, haven't we? We've got a spicy chicken burger takeover. Tell us about this for people who don't know, Joe.
So the staple to the Manchester diet at the minute is the spicy chicken burger. In fact, I got a great message here suggesting all the spicy chicken burgers we need to try. Essentially, it is as good as it sounds.
Well, basically,
spicy chicken bug.
You said, though, that there's been basically a war going on the sort of, in the fryers and the takeaways of Manchester as to who's got the best chicken burger. People stealing recipes.
Yeah.
There's like sort of espionage. People, all sorts going on.
Who can get the best of the best? That is what we're going to decide here.
So last week
Sloppy
we
Joes.
went to Mr. Fry's.
We did.
Which is from Levenshulme. Got some excellent reviews. It was a delicious burger. What have we got today?
So Hassan Ali got in touch on our email. Said 9 out of 10 club. He sent us a list of 5. They are the best of the best, he says.
Do you recognise some of these names?
I recognise all of them. Of course I fucking do. But one I brought in today is not Ali's number 1. Ali's number 1, I think we're going to have to wait till the end. That is the goal. That is going to be... I get a call from Food Review Club. Matt gets in touch. Like he does. He says, there's a new king in town. There's a new king in town for the chicken burger. And he declared it on the Food Review Club page that this burger we're going to have now beat... Hassan Ali's number 1.
Okay.
Number 1 is Miami Crispy, apparently.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you Shake Bee. Now, interesting enough, Hassan Ali has put Shake Bee at number 4 in his list.
Now, you were saying before about the pricing structure of this thing. So what have we got here and how much did it cost?
Right, let's get some stuff out for you. They're the wings.
It's got wings.
Right.
They're not part of the review, but we've got them.
Right, take that. Big old meal here.
Wow. It's like a meal deal.
This is a meal deal. Right, let's have a little review.
So it
Get
says
some chips there.
Fresh and delicious. It smells
Get
like
some
chicken.
chips.
So,
Spicy
oh my
chicken
God.
burger.
Here we are then. Here's a spicy chicken burger. This one is a bit more rough and ready.
It is a bit more rough
This is
and
a bit
ready.
more rustic. It's got the cheese on there. I can see there's a spicy looking sauce. You see some of it spilled over the edge there. The bun is softer. The bun is more of your traditional style bread, whereas the last one I believe was a sort of brioche. This is there's no egg in this bread. It's a bit firmer, but sort of not as chewy and as
Apparently
as
this is number
light
one.
as the brioche.
The meal deal itself costs £7.
Not bad.
Chips and a drink. Right, Ethan, leave it on a wide. Let's dive in. Oh, see what I mean? It's a bit heavier, Joe. It's heavy.
Fucking hell. This burger, I'm not joking, weighs about the same as a Yorkshire Terrier.
We have just demolished some food.
Yeah.
In fact, we've also just drank some drinks.
Yeah.
Pepsi. First time you've had Pepsi since the Pepsi-Cola debate, you said.
It's really nice. It is good.
Is it better than Coca-Cola?
I don't know. I need to have next to each other blind taste test. We'll do that next week.
Shake bees. It's
Shake
going
bees.
against fries. What's happening?
This is a very different experience. Now, two things need to be said. Firstly, like I said before, this is much more of a sort of your takeaway style burger.
Yeah.
It's bigger, it's heavier, it's messier. You've got the hot sauce, you've got mayonnaise, you've got cheese as well.
Yeah.
You've got lettuce on a bigger, wider, sort of more,
Bun,
more spread out kind of bun. It's heavy. It's a big, heavy bastard. This is what you want after a night out. Mr. Fry's last week was slightly more kind of refined.
Do you know what it was? I think Mr. Fry's last week, the chicken itself was the main star.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a lot of love that the lettuce does really well here. The mayonnaise is nice. The American cheese is good.
Yep.
There's a lot more going on.
Yeah.
I think what Mr. Fry's has done, new to the game, has taken the already mastered spicy chicken burger and just made it a little bit more simpler and a little bit more...
Slightly posher.
Slightly posher, but still, good price point for you last week.
It was.
This week, I don't know what to do.
What
now.
I will say is Shake Bee, it's a very delicious burger.
Yeah.
And it's not, on one hand, it's not their fault that it's slightly sogged in transit.
Yes,
but on the
it
other
was
hand,
sogged.
if you offer a delivery option, then the item that arrives in the end of the delivery is on you.
Yes.
And what I will say about last week's, the item that arrived was crisper and was hotter than the one that arrived this time.
Yeah.
I think Shake Bee was very good though. Ethan James, what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment, Joe. I think the one last week, Mr. Fry's, I prefer a bit of a neater burger, one that you can continue to eat as a burger throughout.
Anita Baker, sorry.
Eat as a burger throughout,
Oh.
because I feel maybe 10% into this burger, chaos erupts.
Yeah.
It falls apart. It's messy. Your hands are covered in sauce.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know what? The bun has to be the heavy lifter in this situation.
Yeah.
And the bun just wasn't up to scratch for Shake Bees today,
Yeah.
where it was last week from Mr. Fry's. I don't know if it was toasted a bit more, there's a bit more firmness to the bun, because it did just sort of...
What's your review here, Joe? The
Like
last one,
flavour.
last week, just as a reminder, you gave Mr. Fry's an 8.5.
I'm giving Shake Bees an 8 on the nose.
8 on the nose for Joe McGrath.
It's not as good as Mr. Fry's.
It's not. And I'm going to say the same, it's not. I gave Mr. Fry's a 9 because, not to be, oh, look at me, I feel like I kind of saw this coming.
Yeah.
We had an exceptionally good burger last week. And I was worried that because it was the first one, people were inclined to rank low, slightly more lowly on the scale, so that there was room to improve. When really, you got to do a lot to beat that one. And I don't think this does it. So what was a 9.0 last week, I believe, is an 8.1 this week. It's a very nice burger, and if you're nearby, I would absolutely recommend it.
Great price
it's
point
not
as well.
as good as Mr. Fry's.
Nip in for £7 for that.
Yeah.
Ethan?
I think one negative about this burger is because, and I know we said it was in transit, that might get a bit soggier, but it does give me that classic late night takeaway chicken vibe, which, if you've got a stomach like me, might pay a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
I do like the heat from this one a bit more than last
The
week.
heat is very
You know
good.
what?
And
We're
also,
not mentioning the
one
heat.
thing that worth mentioning, very well mentioned, Ethan. This is a different type of heat. That was almost a sriracha-based heat.
Yes, this was built a little
whereas
bit.
this one had your more typical chili heat. I know sriracha's chilies, but it's a specific taste, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is like takeaway chili
Yes.
heat, which is really nice. I really like that. Sorry, Ethan.
So I think, honestly, if last week's one had this kind of heat or whatever, I might be talking 9.5 out of 10 club for that one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. And this one is a little bit soggy. And the bun did. I don't like getting my hands all messy if I don't need to. I like having a consistent bite throughout. So therefore, for me, I'm going to say 7.3.
7.3.
Boys are not going to be happy with that. What did you go for?
8.1. Actually, I'm going to change that to an 8.
8. So we're going both going 8.
8.0, 7.3.
Get involved. Do what Hassan Ali has done.
Yeah.
And he sent us his top 5. Number 1, we'll get there eventually. We'll try Miami Crispy. But until then, we got to keep going. There's other
Miami
big
Crispy's
players.
got some weight on its shoulders.
I think the name is going to be its burden.
It resonates.
I think it's going to find the pressure too much.
We'll find out.
We will find out.
Right, that is going to be all from us today. Make sure you hit the Patreon if you haven't already. Go over there, Sloppy Joe's Podcast on Patreon. The link to that is in the description. So go check us out over there. Extra content. We've got more stuff coming. The live show was uploaded there recently as well, so check out the full live show. Thank you for joining us. Bye. Wave, Ethan.
Bye.
Wave.